me see how this screen is. Oh, I can't see you guys' comments. Let me see. Oh, so loud. Oh, that's that fan. So I guess it's clear. My sister's been texting me back and forth yesterday, today. My sister is almost kind of like a. If you guys really knew us from a long way back, you guys could see that we almost look like each other. But she's just a little bit older and thick, you know, much more, a little bit chubbier in the cheeks and stuff. She's very, very light skinned. She's very pale white, and I'm like the browner skin, I guess you could say, in the family. She pissed me off yesterday. She asked me a stupid ass question, and it had no relevancy. No, it was too irrelevant for whatever my situation is. You know what I'm saying? Her asking about a health coverage. Oh, why don't you have a private, or not like, I don't have what you have. You were married to a military. Okay? So, yeah. Like, she just, I think because she was asking, why do I have Medicare? And so I was getting Medicare because of my dad having Social Security. So, but that is not relevant to what the coverage is now. So basically, I get Medi-Cal. Um, I get it from the Alameda County, and shit, they pay for my fucking Uber rides. They pay $38 each way, one way and back, so round trip. $38 to get over to Oakland and $38 to get back. But that's only if I have doctor visits. You know what I'm saying? Like procedures done and stuff like that. But since I've been active and going to a lot of frequent doctor visits, they bring me back um, every time. So every time I call them, they'll bring me there, they'll bring me back. They'll bring me there, they'll bring me back every single time. So at least I don't have to pay for shit like that. And that's one good thing that this Medi-Cal does for me. Pie in the sky. Pie. There, let me go. I'm gonna put this up just in case. I don't know why, but I guess. Hold on. Okay, so I'm not gonna fry the fish in here. I'm gonna fry the fish out there. There's nobody here. It's a Sunday. I feel like today is like a weekday for me. I haven't been working, so I won't be going back to work. I might on the 31st just for 3 days, and then until um, the hematology, oncology, I guess, puts me in chemo and stuff like that. And then that's when I'm going to start having my um, disability, like pay, like a family leave type thing. I know I'm talking to people that don't really know, but this is just out there. Like, this is, the channel that I do. When I do get in front of the camera, I just, throw some food into the goddamn whatever the hell instant pot. Shit, we about to go use that too. I already washed the lid off of that because the last time I used it, I cooked some wonton soup. Let me know if you guys can hear me because there's a fan very right next to you guys and it shit's hella loud. I just took a shower and I hope you guys can't see all my white hairs, but I do have some. I just got done smoking with my mom, so I've been drinking a lot of water. Um, I went to Walmart. I was pushing a cart. Yes, I was exercising, okay? But I was very tired. Um, I think the medicine that they gave me to take for bone imaging, it's like a nuclear medicine. It's for to take images of my bones. So that medicine they say has no side effects, but now I feel like my lower back is a little bit tight where I can like I have to push against my bed in order for me to like literally like get off and stand straight and normal or like comfortably. So we're gonna go to the kitchen. Can you guys hear me? And I'm just going to kind of like do how I do. Um, Nothing special, just uh, hold on. So I gotta bring everything. Hopefully my phone is clear because I gotta pat down. I gotta pat down the fish. Yeah, I've been crying a lot. Um, yeah, so I hope that the medicines don't overpower my body because I am pretty small. So I do have to talk to the doctor that is going to be doing the chemo and stuff like that. Like I hope it's just not too overpowering where I get too tired that I can't get up. So I already put some of the stuff right here. Oh my god, like I said, fucking back, man. I don't know why they had to take images of my bones. Like they had to take images of like my shoulder to my pelvis. Like I don't know if it's because deficiency with vitamin D3 or some shit. Like it's been like that. I know physicians will ask like, "Oh, can we have this done with her? Can we have this done with her?" But it's like, mind you, if you haven't seen me for 2 years and you haven't seen the images of, well, I don't know, I guess. I mean, I guess to find out cancers from everywhere in your body. I mean, I guess. It's just, it's too fucking much for me. I had needles everywhere. Like, I still have the, yeah. So, yeah, I'm in the kitchen. Some of the people here are, I guess, the lady out over there that was like the caregiver. She's, she's doing, I guess, one-on-one caregiver. Like with the old folk at home, so she gets her money under the table type thing, and she does get disability because of her knee. I'm gonna grab some flour and some cornstarch and some fucking salt. Hold on, you guys, okay? It's a different timing for me. So it has been like 3 days since I it's been 3 days since I was diagnosed. So hopefully I can get through something where I told you guys that I wanted to make this. So it's like the Korean style glass noodles. So these are glass noodles. Hopefully I can get around to make that and not be so overwhelmed of what's going on with me. So my sister, she's been helping me. She bought me a lot of, well, not too much, but just things that I kind of asked for, because she said let me go have some food delivered to you because, she had heard that I wanted to go to Walmart and Smart and Final to go buy some food. And I just told her to get me some, cases of water, some bananas. I told her to get me some eggs because really that's what I needed, and water. All I wanted was eggs and water, and some bananas. So she got me those, and then I asked for if she can get me some Eggo waffles and stuff like that. Let me go grab some gloves. She keeps texting. Hold on. But I see your message though, Syria. My sister is sounding. My sister is almost sounding like as if the text messages that she types to me is kind of crazy. It's like she's like, you need to do whatever, some all this shit, I can't afford to lose another one. And when she says that, I'm like, I know you lost your husband because her husband had a heart attack at 40. um, and every single time when it comes to people dying, or like the lady at where I work at, the dishwasher, her husband just passed away, so I went to that viewing, and so that was hard because it reminded me of my brother-in-law. You know what I mean? So I'm gonna put this to the side. I have my rice just kind of cooling down from being inside the refrigerator because I can't eat rock hard rice type stuff. So I get sad. So every single time I talk to somebody, I get emotional, I get sad. So basically now the executive director I've already contacted from trying to get my family leave, or I guess leave of absence, from when I went to the doctors on the 23rd all the way to the 29th. So basically I have all those days where it's covered. Well, I thought that I was only going to get covered for 3 days, but since now the letter says she won't be able to work from the 23rd to the 29th and she'll be back on the 30th, they're paying me, I guess, for those 40 hours. But now after that, I'm going to have to see if I could just work for 3 days and not do the dishwasher job, right? Hold on, guys. So I grabbed the flour. Oh, thank you, you guys. I'll put this right here so I can read your guys' comments. Syria. Is that how you say your name, Syria? I wish that you could see your scars into beauty. Oh, yeah, my scars. I have scars on my breast. Okay, on my, like, this was the normal breast, but they say that there was masses inside that was not a perfect circle. So when the circle kind of gets into a where it starts forming a little not a perfect circle, then that's masses of some type of malignancy or something. Yeah, that has tissues that will start kind of spreading into, and then it can get into tumors. So tumors is the ones that you don't want because that's when they do the actual surgery. So now that's why they're saying I have to do chemo so then it won't spread. Not saying that there is tumors. I hope, you know what I'm saying? I don't really, like, I can't say. I mean, they've been already fucking stabbing me while awake. Okay, it was the worst feeling of my life. Like, I'm not fucking lying. Like, that is real deal stab wounds that you would probably have when you're in a fight. Um, I it gives me like that hollow feeling in your body when I feel that one big ass, like it was a handle that was a white handle, like a plastic handle, but it was a spiral, like a handle length, but for enough for an adult. And there was this long ass motherfucking, it was a tiny spiral like needle, but it was as thick as maybe, it was a thick one. So it's almost kind of like a surgical kind. And where they put the anesthesia needle was this long. And when I first looked at it, I was already like on them, like, how come you guys can't use the other ones that I had for the biopsy on my other breast? The biopsy that I had on the other breast was only this small. They said because that was only just to grab a tissue very close to not going all the way inside. And I'm like, oh my God. And then that's when I started to kind of like freak out inside my body, but not showing them or even like getting mad or anything like that, or even saying like, no, why this, why. I just left it alone. I had to take it. And basically that was just that. Um, I was crying, you guys. I was crying because of the fact that how this has happened to me. I was just fighting for the pain. Like, you know, when you have to go through something and you can't say no, so you don't cry about it, you just have to take it. And that's exactly what I did. And I stuck that out, but now this is the hard part. Because in chemo, I don't know. Like the MRI, I had to do fucking blood work that were needles that long too, going in. It's just to do an MRI and a CT scan, like, because they need to put contrast saline and whatever, you know, all this shit just to fucking, I'm like, man, y'all is fucking trying to drug me like crazy in just 3 days. Like back to back with going here, going over there, going over here. I mean, like, I get it. You know, like you guys are trying to find out all these things in one time. And it's like, it almost made me think, like, are you guys trying to find out, like, before I die, like, what I had to make me get to where I'm at? You know what I'm saying? Like, are you guys just trying to find out, like, ways of, looks like power. Bradley, stop. Nathan, irregular borders. Just keeping you telling your awesome stories and showing us your grateful, I think. Yeah, I mean, everybody, when they do their lives, they're by themselves too. You know, they create some type of content where they talk about some things in the world. As far as with mine is the truth and honesty. You know what I'm saying? Like, whatever that just goes on, you can't fake it. You know, you can't lie. Like, because it's like what they said. You know, once you lie, you gotta make that one up. You know, you gotta hide that one and you got to make something up. And that's never over here. That was never over here. That's never anything I thought of. It's just, it's true that when somebody says that, if somebody does that and constantly does that, then they have to make up another one. Let me go grab some salt. Salty. I got the oil already, so I'm just gonna put some salt in inside here. I like cornstarch more better than flour. I'm just like that. Oh, I got this chopping board because I'm gonna do cooking two things. Okay, pork sinagang is basically a very um how do you say, um it's almost kind of like a go-to. Like Philippine always will have sinigang in every takeout. Should maybe like even at a home where they're cooking for like family, they'll always have like a sinigang. I don't know why. It's just this. I don't know. It's not a tradition. It's just it'll always be there. I don't know why. But I have to eat my fried fish with some nice soup, and it's pork meat. Okay, it's pork shoulder meat without. Well, this one I think has some bones, but it has some fat. It's the actual meat from, I think, from Smart and Final. So yeah, you can use beef spare ribs. Okay, you can use pork's ribs. You know, and or like fish, but we're not doing fish for sinigang. We're doing pork. So the soup after that, while I eat my fish with rice, is something that's very comforting to me. Fried, dipping it into the skin part, dipping it into that tamarind soup with them vegetables is just, oh my god, it's very comforting. You guys might not be Filipino, but some of these YouTubers that are in the background know what I'm talking about. Like Tennessee TV, he has tried Filipino sinigang. I was like very surprised he knows that, because yeah, them white Americans, they know what's up. More white fuck with our food, but I know, black people too. They fuck with them lumpias and fried lumpias and Shanghais. So yeah, we're gonna go inside the kitchen now. So let me just throw this away. I'm just gonna grab some of this. You a champ. Oh, thank you. Oh God. Yeah, I have no one here, but my sister, she started to work 5 days a week in the Air Force, the Air Force base where her husband was in the Air Force in Las Vegas. So she does that, but she says she can see me um in the weekend. She said if I need any help or anything like that. So I'm gonna start removing this. Just put a little bit in between. So while this is frying, hopefully I don't fucking burn it, because then in the meantime I gotta cut those pork strips. Alright, so this is just the flour. I have a clean knife here. So we're gonna go and bring this. Yeah, I've been making smoothies, you guys, but I've been kind of resting at home. I haven't been really like communicating too much. I just been talking to a few peoples out there, you know what I mean? And just having just the support to see what I have to do next, okay? Let me bring this other phone so I can see what you guys are talking about, because oh, let me leave this one here. Salt. All right, this is not gonna take too long. Hopefully, this goes okay. I do have a, you guys, I use my little phone camera, phone stand, and I put my little my rice paddle on it. If you guys notice, you guys see it? It kind of works, right? But now I have to use it for my phone. So I'll put you over here and see what you guys are talking about, because I can't see my back. I don't know why they have to do those stupid. Okay, Red Bull. I see you, Red Bull. See you right there. So since I'm not in chemo yet, you know, I mean, even though I made it this far to fight, it's kind of hard, y'all, to tell y'all the truth. Hospitals is no fucking joke, okay? I never tried to think that I could never be a patient at something, you know what I mean? I mean, like, the only hardest, probably the most worst, um, that a person had to deal with a high volume of drug was an epidural, and having it multiple times when you're having a C-section. So basically, I had a C-section, but so they only numb you from the shoulders to where the pelvis area is at. So what you're doing is when you're lying down, they put like a sheet right here to cover from you seeing what they're doing down there. You know what I mean? But you can feel all this tugging. You can't feel the incision, but you can feel some tugging, like them trying to, like, you know, get it to open, and having their hand and trying to, you know, take out my child and stuff like that. But this right here is almost kind of like that. It's just you're not all the way uh uh I know it's gonna stick right there. I hate it when it does that. It's almost kind of like, it's okay. Um, so when I was having this situation, it's like, it's only in the spots where they're fucking putting all this goddamn long ass tools or whatever the shit. And you can still feel your whole other body, you know, everywhere else, but just those spots where they're having it numb. So you are still feeling like something is happening. I have an appointment on the 29th. I don't know how that's going to be. It's like I can never trust the hospital for giving me what it doesn't really, like. I know when I had the mammogram, I was only supposed to see a breast specialist the next day, and they already did a biopsy. Like, not even, they just come inside the room and just was like, we have to do this. I know it's for my own good, but it's like on the 29th, it's like I'm walking into something that's major that could happen. You know what I mean? You know, like, okay, we need to do this. And I don't even know it. Because on the 29th, it's just for them to check up this little, like, where they cut and stitched it at. They just want to know if it healed or whatever. But, I mean, it should be good, you know, where they're doing that type of shit. Thank you, Syria. Retired military. I'm doing fried fish, so it's a tilapia. You guys can see it. It's not turning bad too much frying. I do have a screen kind of cover if it was frying too much, but I think I have enough oil in there for it to not do that. So, yeah. If you guys want to watch it, you guys could do that right here. I'll put you guys over here. You guys can see that? You guys are on top of the oven, okay? I mean, stove, my bad. I hope my phone doesn't fall because it's doing that shit. So while that's frying, I'm gonna leave it on a I'm gonna leave it right there. Okay, just right before the high, and then we're gonna go over here because I gotta go cut the meat. Oh, we need to wash the meat right here. So, and I kind of want to kind of keep an eye on this one because it's a little yeah, it's getting hot. Yeah, this shit is. I can feel some pain like a. So we're using this. You guys, I'm gonna be losing my hair, you guys, but I'm gonna be using this kind of pork. Okay. Yeah, you guys, I'm gonna be losing this hair, so I won't be having this hair. I'm gonna have to cover it up and all that stuff. But I think so the people over here has been telling me stories about their other coworkers having it too. So they'll go out with like disability leave or you know, it's called disability or family leave. And they say that they'll go out of work for like a year and then it'll, you know, chemo will stop and then um, once it goes, you know, once they do good on that, their hair starts growing back, but it can take up to years. Now there's no use in me washing with soap because I still have to cut this. So here you guys want to take a look at it. Looking nice. Maybe when it gets cut. Not brown enough yet. So let's try and cut this fast so then I won't burn my fish. Okay, but it needs to get crispier than that, like for real, for real. It's still gray down there. It's just the sides are just catching it. Let me put you guys over here. Hold on. Don't mind that stuff in the background. They be putting all kinds of weird shit. But anyways, yeah. Put it like this. Let's start cutting out just a little bit. My hands, I know. So basically, I gotta put water in my Instant Pot. We're gonna do that inside the room. So we're just gonna cut like in cubes, okay? I know I just got out the shower, so I just put moisturizer in my face. So yeah, there's not much of me. I hope you guys don't get tired of me. Like no makeup, no lashes, no, you know, my hair kind of looking kind of sleek and all that stuff. Because I was thinking about this and I said, you know what, because there could be days where someone could just really be like tired of somebody because they look the same, you know. But I hope I don't do that with, you know, the supporters, or even with the viewers. Okay, I'll leave that. You see how it has a bone? It has a bone right there. Yeah, because if people are gonna be like that, then I don't really need to have them around. Because then they don't really see what is really going on. You know what I'm saying? This shit is real deal. Like, I have to fight. That's why in my content title I said it's a journey to a fight, and I have to fight, you guys. My sister is saying that I can do it. She says you have to stay focused, you know, and I know that, you know, I know that I have to stay focused before I start doing therapy, because right now I feel a little, you know, where I'm just normal. I just feel a lot of pain and stuff like that on this and this. So after that, it's going to be a whole lot of steroids and um, medications that I don't want, that's going to be making me tired and not wanting to do anything, just stay in the bed. And I'm not really that type of person, you know what I'm saying? Like, if it's like that, I'll try and make me some money, you know, like doing nails and shit, if I have to um, stay home for some apparent reason, you know what I'm saying? Like, if they say it's your off day, but you need to stay off for 1 week because they just say the fucking company is shut down for a week, then I'll be trying to do something else. You know what I'm saying? But as far as like with this situation, it's crazy. It's crazy. Yeah, so some people have been kind of contacting me, but they kind of don't know what's going on. Like my little girlfriends in Berkeley, she hit me up and was like, you know, she wanted some help on some nails and shit, and I was like, yeah, I don't even want to tell her what's going on. That's loud, y'all. That's loud. I'm gonna do it one more time on the other side too, so you guys see it. That's some real deal. Right. Nezor Prez. Okay. What's up, Pato? Pato. Yeah, I'm just in my PJs. I put my little towel right here. I was making smoothies yesterday, so that really balanced my appetite yesterday. Kind of just, I put some of this, so it's like a super green powder, super greens powder, and then I have another one. So I put that in my smoothies, and oh my god, I really do. Yeah, I really do like the combo. The combo is bananas, strawberries, blueberries, mangoes. If I don't have any bananas, I'll just put that with extra strawberries. And I'll try to put like any other type of fruits, you know what I'm saying? Even if it's a melon, cantaloupe, or watermelon. Nez, it's not a snapper. It looks like a tilapia. Yeah. So since the oil was really truly staying in one heat on one side, when you turn it over, the room temperature on the top is warmer because it's stuck on its side. So when you turn it over, the heat that fries it is going to be extra light. It's just going to make it like twice. Kind of faster than how it should. So you kind of want to cut off the timing. still needs a little bit more. You not working anymore? Yeah. So I haven't been working as a pres. I'm already in a I'm already in a stage where I have a health condition that's just no any other female wants to have. Not one female. I don't think ever. This it's almost kind of like when you have this kind of thing. I don't want to say it's suicidal, but in some cases, if a person was really like by themselves, like just living, alone, nobody in this world that's around them, and they have nothing to kind of like hope for. I bet some people feel like that because it's like the dealings of having to fight, and if it can't help you, if the medicine can't help you, then that's where they have to do the stage 4. So basically I'm learning these kind of things, but I still need to kind of learn a little bit more. So stage 4 is where there's a tumor, and then that's when they actually have to cut you and remove it. So I'm in stage 1, and that's where it's like where it's just forming the masses, where the tissue is kind of not being normal, and so they have to do chemo through me so then it won't spread, so I won't die. And when they say that, I'm already almost thinking like, if the tissues are already like that, and if having these medications for it to not to spread will kill it, but if something happens abnormal, saying that the medications weren't all to its best, then a tumor will strike, right? So I know, my daughter, she said, don't think negative. She doesn't even know. Like, she does know, but she only knows the beginning of weeks and weeks and weeks ago when she first left. She just know I had a biopsy, but she doesn't know that I have. So yeah, basically, so they diagnosed me. So you see how it's darker a little bit with the same type of timing? See how it's a little darker than the other side, and it was the same amount of timing? I'm just going to do a little bit on the other side to keep that just extra crispy, but not to kind of like overdo my meat. So yeah, it's looking good, you guys. Okay, I'm trying to stay up for you guys, and it's only been 4 days since they actually addressed it, like in paper, so, and verbal, because there was another medical doctor that came inside the room and she was explaining everything to me. I wasn't in shock. I was more like I knew it was coming. It's just, it's like, I don't know how to explain it. It's almost kind of like what you knew, what you already, kind of like already gone through, or just could already see it and could tell. Them telling you later, it didn't really make me shocked. It made me more, and not ashamed either. It made me more of thinking of how am I going to get through that, because they're actually stopping me and pausing me from getting surgery. So I said, because everybody's trying to tell me, no, do not do chemo because it might not work. To tell you the truth, it might not work. So people are telling me that it's better just to get it removed and then just live your life after. Like, don't worry about it, after that, then nothing. Because it won't come back, because it's already, they grabbed everything, right? In this case, I could possibly fucking die. if they if they so-called say that this is the final decision for them to do a chemo, and I've already asked them why can't they just remove it, and they're saying that this is the only way to do the stages from, because it's not, and I really don't know how to explain it, but hold on. Um, because I almost feel like when they say something like that, it's almost kind of like doctors are lazy to perform and do the actual procedure. But I don't know. I mean, they could always grab other surgeons or whatever that, you know, yeah, you see it? Was radiation not an option instead of chemo? So radiology, so that's where they did the biopsies, and that's where they grabbed the samples or whatever you want to call it. I don't really want to say samples, because when you say samples, it's almost kind of like saying a test, like a drug test and shit like that. But whatever, you know. Um, so that's the fish fry. We're gonna put it inside my room. Let me just put a little bit of these things away. So I'll put you guys up here. But I'm so glad you guys are asking. Um, let me put you guys up, because the thing about it is that you guys are gonna go inside my room now, because we're gonna do the other part of this dish. So let's say bye to japchae. I know a lot of people out there call me like I'm Japanese or Chinese. I'm not either or. I'm not Japanese or Chinese. I'm Filipino, okay? So please respect it, because I will get on y'all later down the line in life, okay? For real. Oh, you know what? Let me go grab some of these green beans too. We're gonna put all those things inside there. I'm gonna hold on, you guys. Let me go grab this other phone. Let's go wash these green beans and this bok choy. Yes, you guys, and I did get my favorite sausages, my jalapeno cheddar again, because you know, um, in order for me to get through chemo, they say that my hemoglobin has to be at its normal. It cannot go lower or it cannot go higher. So that means I have to eat every day as normal as having some type of protein, and I can't slack off of it. So me being tired, I have to have, like, that's why it's so hard. I don't have anybody here, but my sister says that she will do anything. She's already like fucking delivering all kinds of shit to the house. She's like 2 cases of water, Eggo waffle, like boxes of Eggo waffles, and fucking my pizzas and bananas. And I just asked her for these, and like now she's gonna grab like electrolytes and all this shit. So all these little cuties, oranges, and all this stuff. And she's just like, her fucking texts are like as if a doctor is mentioning about we got medical, like, okay, keep me up to date with this. Oh yeah, and I have, you know, let me see the where your updated appointments, and what is the all this shit. Like, she wants to fucking know. She wants to have me, like, I guess, eat properly. I guess, you know. I get it, I get it. Let me just wash these. I don't know if you guys know about this, but this is like my favorite frozen green beans because it is frozen, okay? But when it's like real green beans, and of course it's fresh, right? You can grab that in any kind of Asian supermarket, but this is the favorite, the one I get. It's called Bird's Eye, and it's the tiny whole green beans, okay? They're very tiny, very easy to just throw in there. Even while it's frozen, you don't even have to worry about it. You can even, I think, steam this inside the, actually, yeah, let me see if I can open it. And I like your granola with yogurt. You like that? You like, I like granola. Oh, okay, okay, okay. Hold on. I think I have scissors here. Hold on, you guys. Yeah, so if you guys notice that you guys still see, I have a staple in here. So they basically put like a clip. It's like a clip. It's a metal steel clip. So it's from a biopsy. They fucking stuck me like this long up in that motherfucker up in there. I could still, like every single time I show sizes and shit like that, I could just still feel the situation. But there's like staple, there's a staple in there. They say it's for so the next time they do surgery on me, or if they next time they do a biopsy on me, they're gonna know where to locate and deal with trying to get through things. I don't know, but I have more over here. They stuck me right there, like closer to my titty area. There's a clip in there, it's a metal clip. So it's just like when you have, like when you are trying to stop smoking cigarettes, or like when a female is trying to get like not pregnant and they have to stick that little T, it's like a T, and they stick it in there. It's like something going in your skin and it has to stay in there. It's like a device or some shit, you know what I mean? Like even with pets and whatever the fuck. So that's basically what I have. I have one here, and I have one right on the edge of my titty right here, and I have two puncture fucking wounds in here. This is the worst. Okay, I feel like I lost so many people. These are so tiny. Look how tiny they are. But they're okay. I like these. And this will be enough. Okay. So I don't need to wash those, but I do need to wash these. I don't know if you guys know what this is, but this is bok choy. Yeah. But, you know, what I'm trying to say is that I've lost a lot of people in the neighborhood where I used to hang out at. Okay, I was mentioning that before. Now, if I look at that, it seems like something is eliminating people because of certain causes, right? So as far as with me dealing with what I deal with, it was just all I was trying to do was just go to work, okay, make some good ass food and shit like that. But then I guess the third thing was to know about health situations and shit like that. Like, I don't fucking know, y'all. It's like, sometimes I say it's just like, why, you know? And why take out those people that dealt with, I mean, I can see the people that like OD'd and shit like that. It's because of shit that's going on outside and, you know, in the streets, and they can't seem to not want to stop their addiction. Some people get shot by the police because they're holding hostages. Some are robbing and getting shot by the actual owner of the house. But most of them are, and then there's one that got ran over because of jealousy. You know, just all kinds of people dying that I've been around with those kind of things. It's all different. but they're all people who I know that was in the hood, you know. Let me just put this away. We're gonna go bring my phone inside. So we're just I'm gonna leave this here because we're done with the okay, let's go. We're gonna go inside the room. I'm gonna read you guys' comments. Hold on. I know you ain't gonna talk about. You can take my job now, okay? Check, if you want to take my fucking job, go ahead, okay? Just make sure that you don't let none of the dishes rust, and you know, you don't let them rust and turn moldy and spoiled and shit like that. And the machine that I have to run through the dishes, make sure that those do not get um, let me put this over here. Hold on. Yeah, we want to see the right chemicals that go through the machine, okay? Remember to shut it down and all that shit, right? What you gotta do. Ah, that fucking top stove is right there. Hold on. And my lighting is kind of down a little bit. So you guys, I've been trying to grow basil leaf plants. A little bit's been growing, but I still need the center to grow. What are you guys talking about? Because, excuse me, my Instapot is right there. And all I have to do, should I put it right here? I think I should, huh? Okay, I'll put it right here, you guys. I'm not a water drinker. I'm a juice. G-Mac, are you sure? It is, huh? I am fun. I'm the one that always lets everybody know that they can't fuck with me at work, okay? So I might just do, I'm thinking about just doing 3 last days so that I can get paid for it, because I'm already getting paid for 40 hours. That, oh my god, this motherfucker is heavy. Ooh. Okay. Damn it. No, I be trying to act like I'm stuck. Yeah. Yo, they just took like 45 hours of my watch time hours. Why is that? Is it because I'm slacking on my live streams? I mean, shit, I don't want to be having you guys to look at me like I ain't stupid shit to talk about. Okay? So it's off. Top part. I already washed it, but let me wash it one more time. Let's go wash this one more time. Fuck you guys, I thought I had it ready. Hold on. Excuse if there's a person that's in the kitchen. He might be trying to grab some stuff inside the kitchen, but he lives upstairs. So let's just wash this thing here. me use, I did grab one of these from the Dollar Tree. It's called Dish Spray. And I kind of do want it because of the spray bottle. So it's kind of handy in these kind of things, right? And then I do like my game. Because I do gotta gain some hours on here, you guys. You guys need to help me. I still need 100. Since they took 45, I need like 160 hours. Yep. No, I'm not lying to you guys. They're like taking hours away from me. I don't know why. When I'm like, I check all my videos, I'm like gaining like 17, 6, 11, 10, and I don't know why it's not adding. Like, I think there's something going on with the situation with the YouTube again, so I really don't know. It could be that StreamYard University kind of glitch kind of thing where it's too many people watching and like a whole lot of shit, whatever.
Just get home?
No. I didn't go to work. Yeah, I've been home since...
That was you I heard moving around this whole time?
Yeah, I've been home since Tuesday. I think you were upstairs, right?
Yeah.
You were upstairs the whole time. Yeah, I think you're upstairs.
That was me yelling over the phone.
Oh, I can hear that.
Okay, good.
No, I can hear any of that. Yeah. So good. I just gotta go get a few more. So I'm gonna go cover this up, you guys. So here goes the isda, the fish. Okay. So I have like a fly. It won't go in there. I'm gonna bring this inside. The rice stays up here. Ay, my paper towels. So I put real tamarind. I put real tamarind in my soup. So, it's I'll show you guys. So it's real tamarind. It's black, you guys, but it's real tamarind. Okay, so it starts melting and it starts having its own kind of like broth. So tamarind like a broth, but this is the real tamarind. Okay, they just made it. It looks like a date, you know, like a date. Okay, or like a prune, like a dried prune, or like a date. It's dark, and it's a. When I bought it, it was like a big block. So I already used that much. So I'm gonna use some of that. I just have to pull it out, and then let me grab another thing. I don't know if you guys ever heard of this, but this is like a crab and corn instant Chinese style like soup. You just add an egg, you throw this inside like a little pot, and you just add an egg, and then there goes soup. So it's very fast. I want to put this inside my room so it gets a little bit easier for me to kind of move around and not having to walk in and walk out and start like grabbing stuff. So yeah, let's go inside here. I'm almost there, you guys. Almost there. I just gotta grab the lid. I just don't like the people looking inside my room, so that's why I God, fucking stick. Let me go grab this lid. And we're using this. So it's a tamarind soup mix. Every Filipino knows this. That's what we're using. So that is the secret to this. Having that soup base is a tamarind soup mix, okay? I'm gonna put this somewhere. So I know I could have it somewhere here. Just put it right there. And grab the stuff out. I might have to turn on the light. My bad. Hold on. I actually have to grab more water because then I'm about to start throwing this meat inside. Okay. I grabbed the onion and tomatoes. So that is the full batch of what we have to do to put in here. Okay. Here. Put that on top. There. This. The food is okay. What was that? Pork or steak? That's pork. Yeah, that's pork. Is there okay lighting in here? Because I might have to put a little bit more. So this has no time of you guys are going to be watching, unless you guys want to see the pork boiling. But the more closed the lid is, the pressure cook I need so my pork can get soft. Okay. And it can have that nice little smooth like bite into your pork. Okay, you do not want pork that is rough and tough and no, that's not how we eat our pork through the soup. So let me go grab some more water because I don't think this is enough. Yeah, this, well, probably for the boil. Yeah, this is probably enough. So I have this much water in a pitcher. Okay, a little bit less than half. I turned on my LED light on top of my meal table, so it's pretty bright. I'm gonna go turn on my ring light on top of my dresser. 1, 2. So less water, pressure cook with the pork makes it cook faster. Okay. So let me just put this up here. And put the cookies. Look, y'all, I got this yesterday. I wanted to go to Walmart so I can grab me some cookies. But who's still here? I appreciate you guys for giving me 23 likes. Oh my god, let me give myself a like. Thank you. Okay, so we're gonna put it right here. Pressure cook. It's right here. Pressure cook. You guys see that? Pressure cook for high pressure. Take off that keep warm. Let's put it on for, this is gonna have to do for at least 38 to 40 minutes. Okay, I know it's gonna be long, but hey, you guys can't stick around. I do need my watch time hours, so basically, yeah. So now I just throw all this in. I need this knife. So here goes all the meats. So this is pork, okay? It has some bones in it too. It has some sharp bones. So I'm gonna throw this into the Instant Pot, okay? So there it is. Yeah, I see it. Just move it around a little bit. Not too much water because it's gonna go down. Okay, whatever broth that stays in there, you can keep it. Just remove the impurities or like the scum, you know, from the top part or the that holds on the pot. So now I'm gonna go get my lid. Hold on. Okay, I could hear it. So I grabbed my lid. I had to wash it. So this one has some old excess to it. Yes. So basically, it's just um, very simple. It's just our tamarind soup mix. I can put this in the tag products. I know I did it before on an old, I've done how many live streams of sinigang, pork sinigang, shrimp sinigang, beef barbecue spare rib sinigang, and fish. I don't think I did a fish because I don't like fish soup because the bones are in there and it's kind of hard for me to see when it's in soup, so that's why I don't like to eat it while I'm making the fish in the soup. That's why I like to do it like this way. I'll have pork to eat like with something else that just makes me feel comforting, like say the green beans, the bok choy, stuff like that. After this, I will be putting an onion. So during the time the water is already really warm and it's already shutting down, when I take out the impurities, I'm going to be adding the onion, okay? But that doesn't mean I'm only gonna have that much of the water that was boiled in there. I'm going to be adding a little bit more water, okay? So I am gonna fill this up. I really don't like carrying heavy because my back is kind of, I think it has to do with everything with all the fucking medicines and shit. You guys, I don't know who's trying to take me, okay? But no, I'm not. Like if I knew, and I'm just telling you guys of how really how life could be. Um, while they were young, a lot of people who I used to, you know, hang out on the streets and do all this shit, you know, they all died of something. And when I get to this age, it's like half of your lifetime. And something is kind of like trying to make you balance, but something is kind of almost trying to keep you off balance. You know what I'm saying? Almost kind of like, I don't want to say testing you, but almost kind of like saying that there's a give up. Like there's something that you have to try to fight, but not give up. But there's like a give up there, something. I don't know what the fuck it is, but I feel like just a lot of um, I don't know, there's power that's like trying to keep me to keep, you know, like fucking just sacrifice and like do what you gotta do. But there is where a lot of people are saying that I'm a little bit too um I forgot what's the because the director at work, she says that I'm a little bit too much, where I'm too strong in my words. Like I don't hold nothing back. Like I'm very, yeah. I forgot what she said, but I'm gonna go ask her maybe next time if I ever do get back to her. What's up, Handy Duo? Aw, thank you for stopping by. Yeah, I'm just cooking over here, but I'm using my Instant Pot. So it's a little bit just common sense, you know, pressure cooker does the job in these cases for our recipes. It's a Filipino recipe. I don't want to keep always putting Filipino recipe over there because I've made this like out of the 3 years I've been live streaming, I made Sinagang about maybe 25 times. But out of live streaming, I probably streamed it maybe 10 times, maybe 10 or 12. Okay, all different kinds of ways how I'll put it, like, oh, just cooking or cooking sinigang, or you know, it'll be like one of those kind of type of ways. Oh, thank you, Roger. um yeah, I know. The procedure is going to be a while, so it's not just something that's very where I can just get it done and over with just having one day and then having to just have it go away. No, that's why it's called therapy. Um, yeah. So I appreciate you guys. I know you guys see me, you know, often whenever you guys just kind of want to pop up and stuff like that. Um, but I know all the ones that stick on other people's pages, you know, they're over there and they do what they do. Um, you know, their content creation or whatever, how they want to speak and talk through their type of language is just how they are. Over here is just me trying to get through my hours, and but I feel like something is trying to stop me. You know what I mean? Yeah. Let me put this over. I'll put this. Let me cut up this onion real fast, because this is something that I don't need right now. Where can I put this, y'all? Let's go. I gotta put this back inside the kitchen, but I am gonna leave the knife here because I gotta cut this up and get some water. So let's go back over there. I didn't want to. Oh shit. Yeah. Somebody's sneezing outside. That was that LED light about to get. Hold on. I have too many things in my hands now. I gotta go grab some water. On the floor. Let me go grab some water.
Driving for 1 day in Tandao.
I'm just gonna grab some water and then what was the other thing I needed to grab? Oh yeah, I need to grab I can't see you guys' comments over here, but I don't know if I could hold this. Hold on, you guys. I gotta carry it like a baby. Hold on. Ay,
I'll leave at 6:30.
I'll tell you guys the truth. Even though while I'm on this thing, those people still make me laugh. Why? Because one is a drug addict, and he doesn't seem to understand that a situation of what normality is. He is just weird. And then this one, I guess he's just trying to grow up. And then the wife, she's she gets jealous between me and the lady upstairs because I've been here the longest, and then the one that stays in the master bedroom, she came here 2017. So I've been, you know, 2.5 years before she started coming around. And so that gave me and her more time to kind of be more friendly to each other, more like of just being normal in the house, like just, you know, being so kind and so just nice to each other. The only thing that's just the problems is this right here, them three. Everybody else minds their own business. This one right here is like abnormal. There's just, they even, like, I can even see people at my work that remind me of them. Like there's one that does this, there's one that does that, and there's one that does that, and they're like the same type of energy. They're just different faces, but the same kind of, I don't want to say body structure, but it's just the same kind of body is what I'm trying to say. And it makes me laugh. For real. I'm just having an issue of what is just had happened. But in real life, I'm speaking about it. And I don't take shit. I don't take shit for shit. You know what I'm saying? I mean, to tell you if shit, whatever the fuck it is, question or not, how I feel, what you need to say, and what I feel about it. Shit like that. It's not like since this shit put me in this situation doesn't mean that I'm gonna turn down anything. You know what I'm saying? I'm still the same type of person that will conversate in anything. It just makes, I feel a little bit more emotional. You know, it's like a stressful emotion, a sadness emotion, not wanting to cross roads and shit, you know, having to see the other side of life and having to leave. You know, my son's birthday was on Friday. I was thinking about calling him. My sister was even reminding me, like, oh, happy belated to, you know, to my son's name and shit like that. And I'm just like, yeah, I know. I felt like calling him, you know, like, I don't know if this is the best time for me to let him know about what's going on in my life, but it should be the best time, but it's just different, y'all. You know, where some people will say, oh, they can say something, but we don't know if it's really true. His grandmother is like that. Is the type of person that, like, you say something, she won't, like, truly believe it until she sees evidence or proof and stuff like that. So, like, for something like this, like, I wouldn't know if they would believe it or something like that. But why the fuck, like, having to lie? Roger, yes. So I just took out the outer layer because I don't want that, like, I don't like the skin like this, you know, just don't. So this, it doesn't matter because what you're doing is with the onion is just having like a broth, like a vegetable broth into the same other natural flavors from the soup mix. So it's kind of like a combination. Let me cut it. This is on. Okay. Yeah, but it was that fast for that fish to fry. Um, I'm getting hungry, you guys. My rice is cooled down and everything. Oh, let me cut the ends off of this. I'm gonna bring you guys a little bit closer to me, and you guys can see what I'm cutting. Oh, let me go turn on this light so you guys can see a little bit better. I know it sucks. What the fuck just fell? Something just fell. Oh, brush. So you guys see this part right here? I'm gonna cut that. Just the end part, okay? So basically what you're doing, because I guess it gives me time to wait for this pressure cook. So I'm just cutting that much off. Yeah, you kind of want to do that to the ones that have the bunches on them, like this one. Kind of want to cut that off. Sometimes it's too dirty. It's not too dirty on this one, but it's all right. Just cut it off. It's easier to eat, but once it gets like softened, it turns out really good. Okay, so yeah, it's like just a cleaner cut, you know. That's just how it's supposed to look like. And then my tomato, just cut into. You can have it like this, because sometimes it's just for decoration and for the soup base. So, but what I am gonna do is I'm gonna cut this off right here. You guys talk to me. Yeah, so the girl, the dishwasher chick at work, she hit me up. She lets me know what's going on. Like, hey, if you need to talk to the director, she's here today. Because I wanted to kind of get through with her to kind of count my hours in for my days that I haven't been to work and put it in the payroll, because we are getting paid this Friday. Rent is due. Um, I've already worked 7 days, but I do not want to miss out the 3 days that I was supposed to work. So I wanted to make sure that that was included, and my rent does get paid. The only thing that now I'm kind of more sad is that after the 31st, I'm gonna have to apply for social, the disability, whatever. And I don't know how long that could be, because I did read it. It said 9 days after the um the disability is on, stated. So it says no later than 49 days after, and no earlier than 9 days. It says something like that. It says like 9 days after. So I read it. Um, I get it, but I guess I'll be losing um, out of next month's paycheck. The let's see. I will be losing 4 days out of a 2 week from the 26th. So the 26th to 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So to the 8th, but the payroll stopped on the 9th. I will just be losing, hold on, 1, 2, wait, 1, 2, 2 days? I think it's 2 days, yo. I think it's 2 days. Cause then I'll be working Friday, Saturday, Sunday. I know, and everybody's telling me do not go to work. Do not go to work. But see, if I can just give them the plates and not having to carry whole heavy stuff, then it'll be okay. If I can just place desserts on the plates and not having to carry like fucking heavy pictures just like that, because I have to carry 3 pictures that are heavy to do for memory card. So, and having to put it in the cart. Um, so maybe Mondays and Tuesdays, so that's 2 days out of that. And then 1, 2, but stops on a Sunday. So I think I'll just be losing 2 days. From Cali, they seem to be good people. Oh, you mean struggling as far as with what? Is it with work? Is that what you're saying? No, work is not being tough on me. I'm being tough on my work, okay? Like, shit. Them motherfuckers get the fuck out of my sight. Y'all shut the fuck up. No, I'm just kidding. But no, I'm good with the chef. Chef Don, he's Filipino. He went to Yosemite. I asked him, I said, how long are you going to be gone for? I said, yeah, because I don't know if you're going to see me. Um, with after the biopsy, they might, already start me to having other stuff, which is what's going on now. So, um, he said he was going to be gone for 4 days. He went to Yosemite. I said, oh my God. I said, try to bring something back. I said, if I come back, I said, try to bring something back from Yosemite because that sounds really nice to go. That's a very, like, cabin, you know, high. I think there's like a waterfall, right? The last time I was in Yosemite, I was a child. I was like 13, 12. Oh, expensive? Yes. I went to Smart and Final and I was looking at prices. I said, hmm. I said $4. It was what the fuck was it? A half gallon of milk for $4, like 3.89, 3.59. Some are like 4.99 because it's organic and shit like that. Um, everything, vegetables and stuff like that. You know what I mean? But you just gotta, you just gotta know what to put together. I know people have to eat every day because they feel like that is a tone in their body, but sometimes you can eat light too. You don't have to eat like fucking meat all the goddamn time. You know what I'm saying? Like, as far as with what my blood work with my glucose and, sodium and protein, it's all in the normal range. It's just this issue had to kind of like be beside me, something that I have to fucking keep for, some time. You know what I mean? Shit like that. So, yeah, but even like with expenses with to buy certain like automobiles and, pay out credit cards, it's really depending on how their spending is. So, sacrifices, family, others can help you with rent. I don't have anybody with me, but I'm just lucky to pay what I pay. Some other people here pay a few more hundreds. Well, because they have 3 of them. There's 3 across me. There's 2 in the master bedroom, so they have to pay whatever they have to pay per person. The one across me, there's 3, so they have to pay because they're a family and they're staying in one bedroom. And then the singles, like the dude, the big dude, the one that was just talking to me inside the kitchen, he pays a certain amount and I pay a certain amount. So it just all depends on um, how often you can keep up with 1 month's rent ahead or even a few months ahead to have that in a savings. So then when, there's like a bad rainy day, you can always pay for 4 or 5 months and not go to work. You know what I'm saying? But as far as with me, I don't like that. I like to keep stacking and shit like that. And I like to don't think um like there's no income. Like the state has something that's going to be like overcoming a situation. You know what I'm saying? I don't look at shit like that. I look at just things that are moving from what I'm doing. But if, other shit kind of like comes in the way, just like say, this is one thing. Because then before this was just me working and saving and then just doing my YouTube. So you guys have to try to, try to just understand that I'm gonna try and do what whatever I do, and I don't change into doing dumb shit. You know what I'm saying? Or I hope you guys don't look at me like being somebody that I'm not supposed to and stuff like that. Or even like say, oh, she I don't know, like she think too much, and or she's in the situation she's at, but she's not doing it the right way, stuff like that. I don't need none of that shit. I really fucking don't, because it's like if I'm living under a roof and if I can move my stance to get comfortably around my room, but it's just the people. It's only the people's personalities that are very abnormal over there. Like I don't understand. It's almost kind of like they know how I feel, so that's why they try to stay away. But once they sense that I'm trying to get back up and stuff like that, and I mean, like they are trying to help me. Like the lady, she's like, oh yeah, I had a friend. She was losing her hair. It was the first day. I see, but then they start getting back to like how they move around the house, and it's just kind of like whatever. So that's why I try to just stick inside the room. But hell no, I ain't gonna be stuck up inside this fucking room. I'll go the fuck outside whenever I feel like it, and that's for real, for real. I don't give a shit. I'll put the fucking camera on your face. If y'all don't like it, hey, I know at one point before, a year ago, they're just like, oh, I think they try to tell the fucking landlord, like saying, oh, when she's in the kitchen, she doesn't want music or whatever. And I'm like, I just said to turn it down. You know what I'm saying? I didn't say you're not supposed to have it, or, why do you have it on, or can you please turn it off? No. So they try to act a little bit kind of just, yeah. Like me, I'm watching how you're putting things together to cook because I'm not a good cook. I eat out too much. Oh, right, right. So, yeah, it's I know, and sometimes like I overlook of like what I have that makes it a little bit special to putting things together that is very simple and easy. If I could, or yeah, if that's a good way to say. Or if it's not hard, because sometimes you just gotta catch like timings when you're cooking. It's almost kind of like when you want to throw in some love into your cooking, you gotta get there. You know what I'm saying? Like right now, it's settling down. It says it's 32. So what I am gonna do is I'm gonna grab this towel because I keep yapping my mouth. Hold on. There goes my little portable heater right there. So what I do with my little whistle, my pressure cooker whistle, I put a towel over it. Okay. I put a towel right here so it won't be so loud. And I let the steam off. See that steam? See that? Well, I don't want it to be too loud because the people outside are going to be like, oh, she has something in there. Let me go grab my charger because my other phone is getting low. Hold on. So after this, you guys will see it all coming along. I will have an open lid where all the things come inside and you let it just kind of cook off of, like as if you were cooking on top of the stove, having a pot full of um, vegetables and meats like a stew. So yeah, hold on. What the hell? Okay. God, y'all. What's up? Well, I understand that people like to do outside food. I love it too. Like, I love to eat my little garlic parmesan twist from Round Table. You know, sometimes I get it delivered over here because I didn't have a car for like 6, 7 months now. I'll pay an extra $4 just for them to deliver on top of really how much it costs. I do get a little bit promotions off of Uber Eats, so I know if you handle something like that and don't do like the drive-through or like go actually inside the store, I know it's a little bit where you get kind of, where you have to pay a little bit more. But hey, what can I do? If I know that I'm in a steady pace of working and I'm getting a steady income, then I know that I can do that every once in a while. You gotta treat yourself a little bit, you know what I'm saying? And and for this is what I do notice too. People gotta spend money in order to make money. Okay? I'm just gonna say that. Like even with content, a lot of people will spend money just in order for them to make money. Why I say that is because one YouTuber that made another treehouse, that person had to do content through to buy supplies, content to go to a motel, that's paying, that's paying supplies to build another treehouse, paying a motel to get content. What else? Going to the gym, having to pay that, and that's annually, okay? Even if it's a month, you're still breaking bread. So it's most likely a routine that they want to make their channel look decent, look a little bit professional, but they live how they live. You know what I'm saying? So you guys have to really catch up on, I mean, not catch up onto that, but kind of like, yeah. Fuck the subscribers. It's 1K revenue, okay? And when I say 1K revenue, it's views. Because subscribers ain't shit. 1,000 subscribers was already getting you to monetize. Just only catching the watch time hours is bringing you to where you're supposed to be going. Now after that, that's when you see all the analytics that shows you the the RPMs, that's the revenue per what's the M part? But I know that that's exactly what it is. I forgot to turn it off, that's why it's still whistling. So once that's off, it's gonna shut off and I can open this up and we're gonna start throwing all this shit in. So basically, I'm gonna grab a spoon and grab all the like the nasty shit around it. Let me see if I have anything I can put it in. Put it in this bowl. Yeah. So yeah, what I was saying, Roger. So basically, when you want to buy like simple stuff, like say Worcestershire sauce, it's a little bit of some marination. Always know that salt is a big, big help on food. Okay. Um, Yeah, even making a salsa could be so simple, but could be still refreshing because it's fresh vegetables, you know what I mean? So you guys, I know that there was like those parasites things that was going on with the romaine hearts, and I knew about it, I just never said anything about it. So, um, I forgot who's the one that told me about it. Somebody told me, and it was right on it. It was just within hours that I was already notified, and I was like, "Ooh, okay." Romaine, so salads. I don't really eat salads, but yeah, I don't know if it's in fruits and stuff like that, but they just say more of the lettuce, like romaine hearts or whatever, something like that. So I don't touch those, but like putting things together, just look at a simple recipe and have a routine of a week that you like. Fried fish is very easy. All you have to do is buy oil and the goddamn fish, where they have to clean it out for you because you don't want to do all that work at home. You want to just go home, think that, there's no relaxation. You got to do what you got to do. Have it, you know what I'm saying, thawed out or whatever if you haven't bought it, or just, knowing that you have to prepare it, and then just get there, you know what I'm saying? So you can have something. That's all. That's everybody, basically. That was fast. Yes. It's kind of warm up here too. So I'll let you guys see it. But when I let you guys see it, I'm gonna do it on this side right here. Hell, you guys, look at all that nasty ass shit. Let me see. Hell no. Look, y'all. Y'all see that? I'm gonna go out. I'm gonna go in and out. Hold on. It looks a little bit. Y'all see it? Okay, it's clear now. So this right here is what all the stuff we're about to remove. Okay? We don't need that. But I do want my broth. Okay? See that nasty ass shit? See it? Nasty. Nasty. Mmm. So now it's clear. See how the broth looks clean? It looks clean. There's not stuff hanging up on the top. That's some good, clean broth right there. Can you guys see that good? Let me see if I can stand you guys up. Yeah, you guys just see it right here. Pretty dark, but there. So now I'm going to turn it back on. I'm going to put it on soup broth. So it's on soup broth right here. Okay. Soup broth right here. It's going to be on high pressure, but I'm going to put it for 27. And I'm going to leave the lid open. So now it's going to start boiling. But I am going to put my onion in there. Okay, that's a good amount of water or liquid. Let me see, there's extra. Is this extra scum? Yeah. Take you out. I'm going to try and take you out. Where you at? Yeah. There, got you. See that? I got you. See, I just be trying to grab extras. Just a little bit, trying to check for it, you know what I'm saying? Make sure ain't nothing spoiled. But that's just that scum shit. Won't ya? Now where the fuck is that tamarind shit? Oh, right here. It's clear, y'all. It's clear. My screen is clear. I can see it. Okay. Left fat from the meat. Yeah, that's the fat. So I removed it. So now I'm going to give you guys the tamarind. So this is real tamarind right here. Real tamarind. Okay. So I'm going to open it up. See it? It looks like a date. But it's real tamarind. It's the inside of the tamarind. So I'm going to use, it's like chewy, y'all. It's like a chewy kind of thing. And it's always good to use these kind of like real stuff instead of just using the mix. So that's that. Let me put a little bit more. So this is the real flavor of it rather than just putting powder in your mix. Okay. So I'll put a little bit more. You guys can get this at I think this is hard to find now. You guys have to really go to like the Cambodian, like Southeast Asian markets, because in the Philippine market, I don't know if they have. Oh yeah, they do. It's in a blue and white like container like this, but it's smaller in a spiral, like a small container, and it says tamarind base. So when it says tamarind base, that means it's the real tamarind. Oh, I dropped the lid. I dropped the lid. Okay. So it's already boiling. Look, y'all. I'm going to show y'all right now. See, it's boiling. So let that with its onion. Where's the other one at? Oh, here. And then let me cut off. I'm going to cut off this part right here. So this, just a little bit, stuff that I'm finding, like this little one. A little bit more. And then the tomatoes, or actually the bok choy. And let it just cook. Green beans could be last and tomatoes because they're very soft. So once it starts boiling even more, like this, we could put it in later because we don't want it to be too soft. Okay, so yeah. And then your soup mix. Okay, make sure you don't forget to put this in. All right, and then there's a secret ingredient to this. So you put the whole thing and add a little bit more water. Oh, okay. Okay, that's enough. That should be good. So your broth won't be too like in fatty side. Okay, so you guys won't have a heart attack. Stuff like that. But yeah, start thickening up. See how it's turning like tamarind color, like brown. Onions could be where it's at, okay? But you see how the pork is looking very just tender? It looks tender, y'all. It looks very tender. So yeah, look it's jiggly. It's jiggling. I'm trying to grab that tamarind thing that I had through in there in the beginning. I'm gonna read you guys' comments and then yeah, I probably don't need to really show you guys really how it looks like. Maybe just a thumbnail. Um, so basically that's it. It's the heat is grabbing right now. What you can do if you guys ever do buy Instant Pot, I'm at 1 hour and 57, so I want to just leave this up to 2 hours. I will show you guys a thumbnail of my fried fish and the soup. Um, how do you say sinigang? The pork sinigang in a bowl with some rice and the fried fish. So I'll just clip that in a thumbnail, okay? So I'm gonna get out of here, you guys, because it's been 1 hour and 57 minutes and I am getting hungry. The secret ingredient to this is fish sauce, and that is right here. So every Filipino knows this. This is very, very very just normal, like, oh yeah, you got to put that in, like that has, it's a must, it's a must, you have to, even though it's a secret. It's not really a secret, it's just part of it. But some people, if they don't like the saltiness, they just want to go through just a regular vegetable broth and the meat and all that stuff, they don't want the salt, then leave it out. But this is the magic that makes it tasty and really, really good. So fish sauce, okay? So how much of this? You see how it's not completely closed? See it? That's what you want to do, okay? If you want it to kind of like get up and start boiling. So I'm gonna do like three. So that's 1 tablespoon. 1, 2, 3. I'm gonna do 4, you guys. Why? Because it's a lot of water. Okay. So that's it. Or do you guys want to see me throw this in? You can just throw this in while it has a rapid boil. Then turn it off and just let it sit there. Don't even push it down. Don't push your tomatoes down. Just leave it on the top. Don't push anything down. Just the bok choy. You got to make sure the bok choy, because you got to make sure that that shit is cooked. You don't want to be eating crunchy as bok choy. I appreciate all of you guys. Yeah, the 4 people that stayed in here, whoever did. I'll catch you guys tomorrow. I'm gonna do my laundry tomorrow, so I have to just, I know that the routines of me doing my cooking and laundry and stuff like that, hopefully I can still stick to it after my first chemo. So I'll see you guys tomorrow. And you guys see it right here. It should be on, y'all. It should be on. It's catching a little bit bubbles, but yeah. And last is this. So I'll see you guys. Thank you. Thank you. I appreciate all you guys. And I'm here. Let me read your last comments. The Lucky brand. Yes, the Lucky brand. Yes, you can use that. What is it called? The 3 crabs or some shit like that. The squid one. This one is called, I forget what this one's called, but any kind of fish sauce where you can grab it. They have it at Safeway. They have it in little small glass bottles. They'll just catch any type of name, just as long as it says fish sauce. Whatever that your favorite kind of word that goes through what you like to read in your kitchen, just get it. It'll work. It'll work. But you don't like bok choy? Oh, it's a natural flavor once it gets into your soup. You won't hate it. You won't hate it. Vegetables are good. And vegetables are supposed to be good for you. Okay. All right. I hope you guys tune in tomorrow. See you guys. Thank you. Thank you.